For many students, mathematics is one of the more difficult subjects at school, but Soweto matric-born pupil Kgaogelo Bopape takes it in his stride. Kgaogelo is a whiz at the subject and made a name for himself when he walked off with a bronze medal at the 61st International Mathematics Olympiad that was held in Russia. He joins us now on the line for a bit more on his journey. Kgaogelo, thanks very much for making time for us mere mortals on the AM Report. It's great to have you on. Let me start by asking you, I don't know what it feels like to have superpowers where I'm able to do maths like you. So how does it feel to make history by representing South Africa on the world stage in Russia?
Thank you very much for having me. It feels very amazing to have made everyone so proud, everyone who has supported me in this journey to getting a bronze medal. You know, I'm very thankful for the impact that my school and my family have had on my development going into this competition. Like, there were national coaches supporting me throughout the whole way, but like psychologically and mentally teaching, putting me in the position to focus and holistically developing me. I'm very thankful for my school for doing that and my family. And I'm very excited for this whole achievement.
That's very nice, man. So you were at the 61st International Mathematical Olympiad. I don't even feel qualified to say that term. But let me understand from you, how would you describe your relationship with numbers? Because, you know, at the heart of being able to crack some of these mathematical problems is by you having some form of relationship with the figures themselves. So if I was to ask you how you describe your relationship with numbers specifically, what would you say?
It's complicated. I've always had an aptitude for maths, like an affinity for maths, but like even I do find the problems difficult sometimes. Like the International Mathematical Olympiad, it was very different to what I expected. The problems were, some of them were very difficult. The ones that I could do, I found very interesting, very fun. I guess it just all depends on whether or not you're able to solve it. Then, like, what you can learn from it. Like, the whole point isn't just the contest itself. It's all of the new ideas and techniques and strategies that you're able to learn. The critical solving methods, the problem-solving aspect of mathematics is what draws me and a bunch of other people into the contest itself, like the rest of the team. Like, I'm in a team of 6, and we're all very passionate about mathematics when it goes well, I suppose.
Absolutely. I mean, I think most of us enjoy, subjects that go particularly well, and I know maths is that for you. It's interesting you speak about the problem-solving aspect of what it takes to crack mathematical problems, because insofar as many people are concerned, some, perhaps even some of your classmates, maths doesn't have a real-life application, at least advanced mathematics. You know, the algebra and people talking about reaching the asymptote of whatever function you're trying to solve for. What would your response be to that for people who can't connect the dots, so to speak?
Okay, I have a lot to say about this. Okay, first off, it kind of depends. If a lot of the times it would happen that, like, I suppose it's, okay, I have found that I learned programming and I could apply the mathematical problem-solving aspect of mathematics into programming, into creating something for the real world. So, like, you may not apply the numbers or the equations specifically themselves, but the strategies, the techniques, the ideas, how you use that to impact the world is what matters, whether it be in science, in physics, in biology. It doesn't matter. You just have to learn how to think smart and solve problems. And also, even though it seems very abstract, like, all of the our society is rapidly improving, technologically speaking, and that wouldn't have been possible without the so-called complicated equations and ideas which are useless. This is a false narrative that students have, and I feel like schools should make maths much more interactive and less like the teacher writes on the board and the students copy it down. The students have to learn how to solve problems themselves. Learn the intuitive strategies behind that. And I feel like that would help them see maths as more just abstract numbers.
Right, and that's where I was going to go with you, Kgaogelo. You're from Soweto, right? Stereotypically speaking, people from where you come from, A, don't become as good as you've become at maths, and B, don't certainly land up in Russia because of that capability. And that shouldn't be the case. We shouldn't be thinking of Soweto in that way. So where do you think we're missing the mark to at least get rid of that stereotype? Why are perceptions at a level where it appears a boy from Soweto can't be good enough at mathematics to land up at a place like Russia?
Well, okay, personally speaking, I feel that I've been very fortunate myself, and I've had access to opportunities that a lot of other students haven't had. And I feel like it's not impossible. With the right circumstances and the right amount of determination and persistence, it can happen. Anyone can do it with the right people around them, motivating them, and the right amount of personal determination to have your dream culminate in something real. And I encourage anyone living in such circumstances to try their best to nurture and develop their skills as far as they can.
Absolutely. Well, we're rooting for you here from myself as well as the rest of the AM Report team. We're exceptionally proud of your achievement, and we say onwards and upwards, so a whole lot more to come. That there is Kgaogelo Bopape. He's a grade 12 pupil from Soweto who ended up participating in the 61st International Mathematical Olympiad, and that was held in Russia. What's often not said about high flyers is how much pressure they often feel. So hopefully Kgaogelo is managing that as well too.